Hey y'all, welcome back to another beauty episode with me, Miss Priscilla Marie. I'm here to show you how to create this look here. Yes, it's the classic, and you guys can tell by the title already, Wing Liner Red Lip. This is such a classic, it's such a staple for everyone. It's an easy go-to if you don't know what to do. It's the best. When it comes to wing liner, do not get discouraged if you are not used to it and you don't get it on the first time. You guys, honestly, the first time I did a wing liner, I looked like Amy Winehouse. No joke. Like, my wing liner went all the way to like my temples. And I went out to like Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards. Like, I thought I was the ish. Clearly, I wasn't. It was a little too dramatic and I thought I was doing it, but Do not get discouraged, practice makes perfect. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, and we're gonna get in this bad boy. Now I am going to apply my foundation. And first I just like to dot it everywhere and take a damped beauty sponge or whatever sponge or brush you wanna use and go ahead and buff that out. Concealer that I'm using today is the Glamoflauge concealer by Hard Candy. You guys know the drill. I love this stuff. You need just the tiniest amount. It's super full coverage. And it is in the shade Light because I am going to highlight and conceal at the same time. Then with the pointy part of the sponge, I am just going to go over that and buff it out. So you are going to look a little crazy, at least I do, but everything just falls into place, so don't worry about it. Then with the butt part of the sponge that I applied my foundation with, I'm just gonna go over the edges so that it's already blended and there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So once you've blended that out, I'm going to take the Anastasia Contour Kit Light to Medium, and we're going to use this shade right here. So I'm going to use this. It is in the shade Vanilla. I'm going to use the Sigma Tapered Highlighter brush in the number F35. And I'm just going to take some of that, go over your concealer with a sponge just in case there are creases, and set the under eye. I usually like to use the Ben Nye Cameo Luxury Powder. That is my ish, but I thought I'd switch it up for you guys and not use the same products every single time. I'm literally just applying the vanilla shade everywhere that I applied the concealer, and I'm even just take your finger and gently blend out your eyelid so that there's no creases, and then use that powder to set it. Taking the banana shade, and I'm going to go over the rest of my face. Now we're gonna contour, and I'm gonna use the Anastasia Fawn shade. It looks just like this. And I'm using the Sigma Tapered Contour. I believe this is F45. The numbers and the print rubbed off for the most part. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and go ahead and contour. Very light strokes. I'm not doing anything too crazy, and then I'm just gonna blend and do circular motions going up. You don't want to blend down. It's gonna make yourself look like you have a beard. No beard, no 5 o'clock shadow, none of that. So blend upwards. I am gonna take my Ben Nye Cameo Luxury Powder, and with the little sponge, I am going to put it on the sides of my nose. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that on there for a tiny bit. It's going to highlight the sides of my nose so it doesn't look like a shadow, and again, it's gonna help just make my nose look a little bit more pinched. So I'm gonna let that sit on there for a second, and then I'm gonna go into my bronzer. Just bring some color back into the face. Very lightly. I'm gonna do my blush and highlight towards the end because we are doing a red lip, so you don't want to put a really bright or a lot of blush on your cheeks, and then when you do your red lip, you're gonna look a little crazy. So we are going to skip on the blush for now until we do our lips, and then we'll go back to that. So my brows aren't anything special, honestly. These are my brows naturally. Like, there's no product on there at all. I naturally have really thick brows, but towards the end, I don't know if you can tell, but I do have a little bit of sparseness in there. So I just want to fill them in, make them look a little more full, more so towards the end. I don't really apply a lot of product in the beginning of the brow because naturally they should be lighter anyway. So just go ahead and fill in your brows. I'm just gonna take an eye shading brush from Sigma E55, that same color we used to highlight our under eye. I'm gonna use that same color to set the brow bone and use that color as our brow highlight. Alright, so this is what I have so far. Let's jump right into the eyes and do our crease color. Crease, you can either do a warm shade, a neutral, or a more cool toned. I am going to use MAC's Blunt Blush. Yes, this is a blush. And I'm going to take the Sigma E25 blending brush and just the tiniest bit. So something I like to do is keep the eye open and kind of go right in the upper crease. And just do one of those. Especially when you have hooded eyes. I have all this lid space, but when I open my eye, you can't see all of that space. It's because I have hooded eyelids. So this is especially a really good trick for those who have hooded eyes. And for those of you who don't, well, lucky you. And then for the edges, I'll just do circular motions going up. Very, very lightly. You see how like that line that was there, it's pretty much gone. Boom. See? Now you can see that crease color, you can see the gradient, and when you close it, you can see where most of the color, or where most of the product is. So the eyeliner I'm going to use is the Maybelline Gel Liner, and it is called Black is Black. So just going to use an angled brush, grab some product, and line your lid. So what I like to do first is do the base. So I'm going to do a really thin line on the base. So I'm going to do really small strokes going back. You want to go super thin on the inner corner, and then you're going to build it up, gradually getting thicker towards the outer corner. Now we're going to do the tail of the wing, and what you want to do is follow the lower lash line shape. So sometimes if you want to put eyeliner in your waterline, you can literally put it in your waterline and just take it all the way back and bring it up. And as you get towards the end of it, slowly and very, very lightly, you want to lift your brush up so it can have that like swoop, if that makes any sense. So it's nice and sharp and pointy towards the end. You can take it as far back as you'd like. I'm gonna stop right there for now. And then I'm going to connect this line to that line. kind of make like a triangle. See that? Now, where that area is, you're just gonna fill it in. Alright, so far this is what I have. We're looking good so far. Now we need to smooth this area out. You don't want it to look really, really thin and then out of nowhere it's just super thick. So whatever is left on your brush, go ahead and smooth that out and try to make it look, you know, as smooth and gradually getting thick. The tough part about wing liner is making sure that both of your eyes match as close as they can. So I am going to do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. I'm now going to apply my mascara. Just gonna do a quick coat on the top and bottom lashes, and while I do that, my duo glue in clear is drying. I'm gonna use the same ones that I used in my last video. They are the Ardell Wispies. I'm going to use one full band, but I'm taking another pair of the Demi Wispies and I'm literally cutting them in half. So tiny, look at them. And I'm gonna place that right on top on the outer corner. Look at that outer corner, guys, how full that looks. And when you look on the side, it's so pretty. And see how it lifts your eye? I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that crease color, which is the Blunt Blush by MAC, and on a pencil brush, and just kind of smudge it and smoke it out a little bit on the lower lash line. Your waterline, you can either do black and make that really dark, or you can use a nude color. You can do white. I'm gonna use white. I'm just using NYX white base. Actually, I lied. I decided to go with black. I haven't worn black eyeliner in my waterline in such a long time. And then while trying to apply the white liner, it burned my eyes. So I was like, black it is. Okay, for an inner corner highlight, I'm going to use the NYX Ultra Pearl Mania. It is it's a pigment and it is in the color Nude Pearl. It's in this little packaging here. Oh, look at that. This may be my new favorite inner corner highlight. So I do want to go over my liner really quick using a liquid liner, and I'm using the NYC liquid liner. This is balm.com. It dries super matte. It's super black. Okay, so we're pretty much done with the eyes. I like how it came out. All we have to do now is highlight our cheekbones, put a little bit of blush, our lipstick, and we are finito. I'm using the BH10, what is this? The 10 color blush palette. And I'm going to use this one right here. It's super soft, it's not too much, it's more of a nudie pink, and that's what you want. Look at what I just noticed. You see the dark there? I think that's my mascara. So when that happens, you want to let it dry, and then you're going to flicker it off with a Q-tip. I'm going to apply the Benefit highlighter stick in What's Up, and it's a tiny one. I believe this was a sample one. I've been having this forever, but I am going to place this on my ring finger and kind of warm up the product on my skin. And then I'm going to place that and lightly dab it on your cheekbones. You don't want to rub it. If you rub it, you're going to lift your makeup up. And you don't want to do that. You want to gently just tap it in there. And you're going to get the most product anyway if you tap it as opposed to swiping. See how pretty that is on its own? And I'm even going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. I like my nose to be highlighted. Now instead of using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter, which is my favorite highlighter at the moment, I'm going to switch it up for you guys and use the Nars Albatross highlighter. And this is what it looks like. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. fan brush and go over that. It's like a goldy, yellowy, champagne-y highlighter. It's really pretty. And I'm literally just gonna swipe it right on top of that cream highlighter. And do you see how much like it stands out? Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Now I'm gonna use the Benai Banana Powder. Looks like I have a mustache. Or boogers. I'm gonna take just a sponge and we are going to bake, not too long. We're going to place this underneath your contour. I want it to look sharp, I want it to look chiseled, I want it to look clean. So you're gonna take some on a sponge and literally just go under that and just pack it on. Let it bake, let it sit, and then we're gonna go onto our lips. See that? Now it's time to line your lips. When you're doing a really dramatic, bold lip, you want to line it first because it's gonna help you and not really go out of the lines of your lips. So first I'm going to line it. I'm using a, let's see, what is this? This is a Rimmel Exaggerate Full Color Lip Liner in the color Red Diva 024. So go ahead and line your lips like normal. Now you can do a glossy red lip, you can do a matte red lip, you can do like a satin finish. I prefer to do a matte red lip with a classic wing liner. I think it just looks better. So I'm gonna try the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani lipstick. This was like a sample that I came in. And it is called 714. I'm just gonna take my pencil brush. So now that the lips are done, I just dusted off the excess powder that was baking underneath. And then once you have your lips on, you can tell how much more you can put on. So if you want to put on more blush, more highlighter, or if you want to put on more contour, anything like that, that's when you can kind of see what would work best. So I did put a little bit more contour powder, just to put a little bit more color to the face as well. And now I am going to, oh, one more thing I almost forgot. I also took a Q-tip and lightly just twisted it over the dark mascara that was left it on the eyelid. So I just dusted off and it's completely gone. Go ahead and take your brush and go over it really quick. Now the last thing you want to do is spray your face with either MAC Fix Plus, Urban Decay setting spray. I'm going to use my trusty Model in a Bottle. And that's just going to help all of the powder kind of melt into the skin, look at, you know, make the skin look more skin-like as opposed to just powder. So this is the final results. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. You guys will totally make my day. And also hit that subscribe button somewhere around this video. Don't forget, it's big, it's red, it's free. You guys can get updated on all the videos that I make. So stay tuned, subscribe. I'm watching. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you will see me soon.